Hey, welcome back everyone to Banging Meals video. And today we hit episode 3. I'm so happy about that. That's freaking awesome. It's so cool. I'm your executive chef and host, Eric Epler. Again, you gotta know that by now because I'm getting tired of saying it. It's 3 episodes already, and you know, I'm gonna cut this out, and then you better know who I am. If not, you're gonna have to go back and watch them all over. Anyway, today we're going southern. We're gonna go deep down south to dig up 2 classic recipes, 2 classic comfort food recipes. We're going to do a fried chicken. In fact, we're doing 2 fried chicken recipes. One of them is going to be a standard, you know, spiced up a bit, and one's going to be a buttermilk fried chicken. And the side dish we're going to make with that is jalapeno cheddar grits. Now, let me tell you, as I said, these are 2 southern classics, and they fit right into the comfort food zone like you would not believe. And come on, who doesn't like grits and fried chicken? I mean, really. If you don't, then you better turn off the computer now and stop watching this video. So let's get started. I'm going to lay out the ingredients for the standard fried chicken, for the buttermilk fried chicken, and the grits. We're going to go over them, and I'll explain a few things, and we'll go over some kitchen tools as well. And we'll get started. All right, I'm excited about this one. Alright everyone, so we're ready to go ahead and start discussing the ingredients here. But before that, please keep in mind that this is going to be a 2-part process. Reason being because I'm going to go ahead and marinate the chicken and let it sit overnight. Now, I told you I'm going to go ahead and make 2 different fried chickens. One's a buttermilk fried chicken and one's like a standard fried chicken, no buttermilk. I may actually toss in a third recipe, but let me think about that one, and we'll see tomorrow. So what I like to use, what we have here is we have dark meat, chicken legs and chicken thighs. You can use whatever you want, white meat, dark meat, doesn't matter, but I prefer the legs and thighs. I may pull some breasts out of the freezer tonight. Let me see what I have. So here's our chicken laid out. I washed it, and it's ready to go. Now we're going to need salt and pepper as well. I have a teaspoon of 2 teaspoons in each glass container here, and we're going to need a quarter buttermilk, which is over here. So first step, this guy over here is obviously the buttermilk fried chicken. We're going to go ahead and pour this buttermilk in. Get in there. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it up very well. I just have one hand because I'm all alone now, so I can't put 2 hands in there, otherwise I'll drop the camera, and that wouldn't be good. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this up very well, put it in the fridge, and let it sit overnight. Now this guy over here, I only have one hand now. This sucks, I know, but again, no help. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bowl this size. I'm going to take these legs and thighs, I'm going to put them in the bowl, I'm going to take the salt and pepper, toss it in the bowl, coat it very well, and put that in the fridge overnight. So very simple. Right now we're just using chicken, salt, pepper, and buttermilk. Okay? Again, this one's salt and pepper only, this one buttermilk only. So since we're talking about fried chicken, it kind of reminds me of a part from one of my favorite movies. It's a classic. I'm not going to give you the name, but I'll tell you what part it is, and if you know what it is, you can hit me up on Yahoo or Facebook and or YouTube. And you can let me know, and then if you get it right, I'll invite you over for some fried chicken during the summer. Seriously. So anyway, these two guys, they walk into a rundown diner in Chicago. They sit down at the counter, and the waitress comes over, and the first guy's like, "I want 4 fried chickens and a Coke." And she's like, "What?" 4 fried chickens and a Coke. The other guy goes, "Dry white toast." And she's like, "You want anything to drink with that dry white toast?" "No, dry white toast." So she goes to the back. There's this dude with long hair. He's washing dishes or cooking. I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a while. And she's like, "You're not going to believe this." He's like, "What? What's the matter?" "This fool comes in and says, 'I want 4 fried chickens and a Coke.'" And all of a sudden you see this eye, his face perks up. And she's like, "The other one wants dry white toast." So he immediately knows who she's talking about. He drops what he's doing and he runs out. So that's all I'm going to say. So you got to guess what it is. Come on, if you don't know, then oh boy, where the hell have you been? What are you watching? Yeah, hit me up. Let me know. Alright boys and girls, we're ready to go ahead and start frying up this chicken. So let's go ahead and go over the remaining ingredients. Over here we've got eggs, which I'm going to mix up very well, which are going to be used for the buttermilk fried chicken along with seasoned flour. Now, seasoned flour is salt and pepper and flour. You can also put in, and I do this quite often, oregano, thyme, garlic powder, onion powder, pretty much whatever you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and do a plain Jane today. That hot sauce, I'm going to throw some hot sauce in some of that buttermilk fried chicken. Over here, that's our salt and pepper fried chicken. Again, that's just going to be dusted with flour. So for this chicken over here, we're only going to have the salt and pepper chicken with the seasoned flour. The buttermilk ingredients, once again, is the buttermilk chicken, the eggs, and the hot sauce, which is optional. Now, over here we've got a chili pepper stout, which I just made. It's been sitting for 4 weeks, and I'm enjoying the first one. Like I said, I have an illegal liquor business, so if you want some, let me know. We need tongs. Tongs are for obvious reasons. You know, pull the chicken out unless you want to use your fingers. Now this pot here, this cast iron pot I should say, we're heating about 2 inches of vegetable shortening in there, or Crisco. That is going to be used for the buttermilk fried chicken. Over here we have another pot. This contains vegetable oil, which I've been using over and over again to fry chicken in. This is going to be used for fried chicken. Now over here we've got a rack over a cookie sheet so we can let the chicken cool and drip off. And I think we're ready to go. Again, I'm by myself right now, so later on you'll see me in action with some of this fried chicken. Okay everybody, I'm back. You're not going to see my face, unfortunately. Again, no help, at least not now. I'm going to go ahead and start frying up the buttermilk fried chicken. So, as I said, we have the vegetable shortening, seasoned flour, the eggs, which I mixed up, and our buttermilk chicken, which is over here. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you want to heat the oil or the shortening up to about 350 degrees. What we're going to do, I washed my hands, everyone, see, nice and clean. We're going to take a piece of chicken, we're going to let it drip, the buttermilk drip off, just shake off the excess, Jesus, and we're going to give it an egg wash. And then we're going to go ahead and throw it in the flour. And we're going to give it, here's the trick, another egg wash. I should get that fork out of the way, huh? And we're going to go ahead and coat it once again with the flour. Now, once this bad boy is done, you go ahead and place it nice and gently in the shortening. Now, one important, I wish I could see you, one important thing that you need to know here is do not overcrowd the pot, because if you overcrowd the pot, that's going to cause problems. So this pot I could probably fit in like 3 pieces. So, you know, let me go ahead, I'll take a thigh right here. Again, let it drip off, don't get it in my beer. Give it the egg wash, this fork has to go. Alright, here's that egg wash. Flour, another egg wash, and another dusting of flour over here. I have this towel down so I don't make a huge mess. Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to get 2 pieces in at a time, so I'm going to be here all damn night frying chicken. Alright. So, I'm going to let this cook probably, I don't know, anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys know, but poultry, you want to have an internal temperature of 180 degrees. So we can take a thermometer later and check it out. Oh yeah, hear that sizzle. Hear that sizzling. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with the other fried chicken here. Now this is the one that was just sitting overnight with just salt and pepper on it. Now what we do with these, again, the vegetable oil is heated to 350 degrees. We take the chicken, give it a dusting in the flour. Hopefully you can see this. And that's it. Nice and easy. Drop it in the oil. I'll take another piece here. Again, don't overcrowd the pot. That's a bad thing. Believe me, I've learned that lesson many times. Okay, here's our thigh. Drop this bad boy in there. Alright, nice and easy, huh? Alright everyone, it looks like we got the first batch out. That temperature is reading 183, which is perfect. Remember, poultry is 180 degrees. So I'm going to keep on trucking here, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're coming down to the last pieces. Just a note I wanted to show you. This is the hot sauce over here, the buttermilk with the hot sauce in it that I told you about before. I'm actually trying an experiment. I just want to try a few pieces with hot sauce on it in the buttermilk. So, you know, we'll give that a whirl. I'll let you know how it is, definitely, when we're all done here. So, I've got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 more pieces to fry. And we're going to get started on the grits. And hopefully I will have my camera hand here so you can see my pretty face as I'm cooking. Oh yeah, baby, we're all done here. Look at this. Look how good that looks. Oh man, I can't wait to sink my teeth into that. So over here we've got the flour dusted fried chicken with the seasoned flour, and over here is the buttermilk fried chicken with the egg flour batter. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just put this aside, let it sit, and what I'm gonna do now is get ready to get these grits going. I'm just waiting on my second hand here so I don't have to sit here and hold the damn camera the whole time. It's pretty boring just looking at the food, huh? You'd rather look at me. So let's talk about the South for a little while we're waiting here. Let me tell you, the South is awesome. You've got great places to visit, incredible food, and kick-ass music. Some of the places, you know, that I frequent are like Virginia, and you know, my mother lives down there. I have what do you call it, relatives there. West Virginia, I haven't been there in a while though. Other really good places are South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. I mean, the list goes on. It's just total awesomeness, really. One of my favorites, the Outer Banks in North Carolina. For the last 2 years, we've been getting a house with some friends down there. And, you know, we go down for about 8 or 9 days. And let me tell you, we got a nice big house with a pool between the Sound and the ocean. And all we do is just lay in, you know, we lay in the sun, we hit the pool, we hit the beach, and, you know, we just chill out and do nothing. And most importantly, you know, a lot of eating and drinking. And they've got some kick-ass food down there. Really, it's totally incredible. Another good place, and one of my favorites, South Florida. You've got, you know, Fort Myers, Clearwater, Tampa, the Keys. One of my favorites is Fort Myers. I mean, it's incredible. The water's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the Caribbean, but, you know, we're not talking about the Caribbean now, even though it's my favorite. But, you know, I'll take Florida over, you know, the winter here any day. You know, again, you lay in the sun, you swim in the beautiful water, and you know, just eat and drink all day. And then most importantly, you go out and you try all these different restaurants at night. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, how much better can it get? Seriously, you know, food though, I mean, oh my God, you've got, you know, fried chicken and grits, obviously. You know, mac and cheese, collard greens. You've got all types of barbecue, from like pulled pork, briskets, ribs, you know, with the homemade barbecue sauce. You know, you got all different types, you know, like Carolina barbecue sauces, and the list goes on. I mean, it's so, oh my God, so good. A lot of seafood, especially down like in, you know, the Outer Banks and places along the shore like South Florida. The seafood it's in abundance. You know, shrimp, scallops, all types of fish, and the way they make it is so good, so different than up here in the Northeast. Really good stuff. I mean, you know, if I lived down there, I'd probably gain like, you know, 100 pounds. But really, I mean, you got to check these places out and try some of the food. One of the best is, you know, when you're down south and you find this like rinky-dink, hole-in-the-wall, back-ass country shack. I advise you to check it out, because it may look bad on the outside, but on the inside, you're going to get some of the best food you've ever had. Trust me. Personally, I prefer shacks better than like large-scale 5-star restaurants, because you're going to get down-home cooking. And, you know, when it comes to Southern food, you cannot beat that. I'm sorry, there's no way. Boy, it's just totally incredible. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm twisting my tongue up here. As far as music, yeah, you've got a lot of great bands from the South. Black Crowes, Leonard Skinner, Joe Buck Yourself, the 357 String Band, oh my God, Bob Wayne. One of my favorites, my personal favorites, Hank 3. Now, Hank 3 is awesome. He's the grandson of Hank Williams and the son of Hank Williams Jr. Hank 3 is he's kick-ass. The guy, Every song is awesome. He's such a great and gifted and talented musician. In fact, we're going to be playing some Hank 3 here tonight. I'm in the mood for it now. And maybe I'll show you a little me doing Hank 3 later on. But yeah, I mean, Hank 3 is country. He mixes in bluegrass. He mixes in rock. He mixes in punk. Sometimes he even mixes in like doom metal or something. I mean, but the combination is so awesome. I mean, really good stuff. You got to check him out. In fact, I saw him in concert, and the guy put on like a 4-hour show non-stop. Just kept going. When the show was over, he comes down and he'll come talk to you. He'll have a drink with you. He'll shake your hand. The nicest guy ever. I mean, really, he's just totally incredible. But yeah, get out of your house, get out of your shell. You know, get the hell out of this cold ass winter wherever you are, and go down south. And take a trip, go check it out. You know, go to the beach, go eat some of this good food, and be sure to check out some of the, you know, the southern music, and you know, especially Hank 3. You're gonna love it. I mean, especially the combination of being down there eating and listening to Hank 3 on the beach, or that's the best. It really is. But yeah, I guess, you know, definitely check it out. You know, enough about me rambling here. So, you know, let's get to the next portion of our video. Alright everyone, it is time for the grits. I'm really happy I have somebody to help me, so I'm just going to go over the ingredients, and then you get to see my beautiful face while I'm making the grits. Haha, yeah, lovely. You're like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Anyway, let's do the ingredients here. We have 1 cup plus of grated cheddar cheese. Okay, I like my grits cheesy like my videos. I'm just kidding, that's a bad joke. Over here we have 1 onion diced. Over here we have 2 large crushed garlic cloves. We're going to need butter, probably 4 tablespoons altogether. We're going to use 2 at first and 2 at the end. Over here we have 2 jalapeno peppers diced up. Here we've got the star of the show, the grits. This is 1 cup of grits here. 2 cups of milk over here. Over here we have homemade chicken stock, nothing out of the box. I made this morning, so it's nice and fresh. There's about 4 cups here, but we're probably going to use like 2 to 3 cups. Over here we've got the toppings, and well, yeah, most of the toppings here. So some paprika, smoked paprika, we're going to sprinkle on top at the end. There's some oregano we're going to sprinkle on top. Now, I like to use fresh oregano out of my garden, but unfortunately, it's winter and the pickings suck at the farmer's market and at the store, so I couldn't find any fresh oregano. These are dried chili flakes. These are not going to be on the top. They're going to be in the mix when I first start cooking it. And over here, remember that black sea salt from the truffle pasta I made? Well, we're going to use that as a topping too. As well as salt and pepper, which isn't laid out here. But just take another quick look, and my assistant will film me as I'm throwing them in, and we'll go over it again. So, alrighty, let's get started. Time for the grits. Okay, we went over the ingredients. We're done with that. Now we're cooking. In here I've got 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted butter going on. We're going to go ahead and add, I need a spoon. I need something to do this with. Shit, what's wrong with me? Those jalapeno peppers. As I said, my wife doesn't like spicy, so I'm going to add half. The 2 cloves of crushed garlic, throw that in there. And that 1 onion, get that bad boy in there. And chili flakes. Now, again, I'm not going to add a lot. I'm going to put a sprinkle in because my wife will kill me. And actually, she's behind the camera again, so thank God I have help now. Let that cook for about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes. Tonight's music, I'm not going to monetize this. Fuck it. Oops, I said the F word, who cares? We got some Hank 3, as I was mentioning earlier, one of my favorite southern bands. So, we got Hank 3 going on. I've got me a mason jar filled with some vodka and peach juice. And let's see, what else? There was something else I was going to tell you guys. Oh, I needed a spoon, that's right. So these guys look like they're done here. We're ready to add the next 2 ingredients. 2 cups of milk, whole milk, not skim, not 2%. And we're going to start with 2 cups of homemade chicken stock, boys and girls. If I had it the right way. Aha, there we go. 2 cups of homemade chicken stock. Again, we're hearing my buddy Hank 3 in the background, so today's a Hank 3 episode. Shit, since we're doing Southern, might as well go all the way. Alright, we're gonna bring this to a boil. As soon as it boils, we're gonna turn it down to a simmer, and we're gonna add in the grits. One thing I want to say. Now, when you go to the store and you buy grits, make sure they're regular grits, not the instant, the 5-minute grits. Just standard regular grits. Make sure it says on the container, it'll say instant grits or 5-minute grits. Don't buy that. You'll big mistake, because you want to make them al dente. 5-minute grits are going to turn into sop, like a soupy sop. We don't want that. All right, we are at a boil here. Now it is time for the grits. Let me reach over. Remember, I've got like 1 cup of grits. We're gonna put it in and pour it in slowly. Stir it with a whisk. Get in there, get in there. All right, now we're gonna turn it down to a simmer. I would say medium-low. And we're gonna let it cook probably about, I would say, up to a half an hour. But we still have more ingredients we're gonna add in, but they come in at the end. So we're gonna let this bad boy go. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw in my salt and pepper now. Oh, balls. Here goes our pepper. Put in plenty of black ground pepper, some sea salt, plenty of sea salt. Mix it up. All right, now we're gonna give it about, I don't know, probably 15 minutes before we add the remaining, or at least the next ingredient. So in the meantime, like I said, I don't care about copyrights on this episode, so screw it. That's why we're jamming some Hank 3, and I'm cursing, and I don't give a shit though. While we're taking a break here between steps, I'm gonna give you a little of me playing some 80s hair metal. So enjoy it. Okay, we're almost there. The grits are cooked al dente. We're gonna add in a pat of butter, and we're gonna add that delicious cheddar cheese in there. Like I said, 1 cup plus, because I like my videos cheesy. I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna mix this bad boy up. We're gonna give it like another minute to 2 minutes, and then we're gonna serve it. And then I'm going to show you guys what toppings to put on there. The toppings are very important. So, mix it up, and we'll come back to you in a second. Okay, like I said, there was 1 chicken leg before. Now there's 2 chicken legs, and he's on his 3rd. My son is a dinosaur. One more thing I want to point out. I hope you didn't see my pajamas, because I'm in my pajamas. So if so, I've got Jack Skellington. I'm going to copyright. I just voided. Alrighty, we are done and ready to chow down. Okay, we've got our fried chicken here. As I said, buttermilk fried chicken and a regular fried chicken with a flour dusting. Now, our grits are ready, but we got to put the toppings on them, or the finishing, I should say. So, you got your grits in a bowl. You put a pat of butter on there, right in the middle. As I said before, fresh oregano, but unfortunately, it's winter, and some of the stores don't have, well, all the stores around here don't have it, so I'm going to use dried oregano for now. I feel like I'm violating my my policy, but whatever. A little bit of oregano, smoked paprika, very important. Get that stuff in there nice. Yeah, there we go. And the black sea salt, as I was telling you about before, from the truffle episode, which was episode 2. A little black sea salt on there. And we are ready to go. You're going to let that butter melt, and you're going to dig in. So we have concluded episode 3. We've got the Southern dinner ready to go here. Our fried chicken, our grits, our Hank 3. Now, to end this episode, I'm going to give you a little of me doing some Hank 3. Enjoy, and see you next time on episode 4, my friends. Ciao.
Well, down the Mississippi Highway, if you're doing I said everything's going okay. I got my hillbilly ride and I got on my side, and we're doing it all the way. We're just cruising around from town to town, and we're doing what we like to do. And if you don't like our hillbilly sound, well, hey man, go fuck you. I said, hey man, can you hear what I'm trying to say? Well, I can get back by the railroad tracks and wait in that morning train. I said, hey man, can you hear what I'm trying to say? We're just a hillbilly jokers who might be some tokens, and we're going it all the way. They just don't understand what they're having fun doing like they used to do. And if you don't like our hillbilly sound, well, hey man, go fuck you. I said, hey man, can you hear what I'm trying to say? Well, I like to get back by the railroad tracks and wait on that morning train. I said, hey man, can you hear what I'm trying to say? We're just hillbilly jokers who might be some tokens, and we're going it all the way.
Oh my God, what a freaking meal. That was delicious. I am so stuffed. Oh man, the chicken was awesome. It was no joke. It was rocking. It was fucking incredible. Yes, I said the F word again. Who cares? It's my show. I don't give a shit right now. I'm going like all out on this episode. I don't know why. I'm just in like a particular freaking crazy mood right now. But whatever. Try this at home. The chicken, I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you not. The chicken was awesome. My opinion, the buttermilk I liked a lot better. My wife liked it better, and my kids liked it better. The other one, the flour dusted, I liked it. I really did. My wife didn't like it. My kids didn't try it. But I don't know. If I had a choice, yes, definitely the buttermilk. But I really liked the other one. The other one was awesome too. Give it a try. You know, give me a shout out. Hook me up. Shout out. I sound like Hot 97 back in New York. Anyway, try it out. Seriously. And the grits were phenomenal. As always, my grits are the best. I will kick anyone's ass in a grit contest. I've done macaroni and cheese contests and kicked ass. I've done salsa and chili contests and kicked ass. No one could mess with my freaking grits. So give it a shot. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you on number 4. Later, guys.